What's going on, guys? This is Kaisha. Welcome back. So we're back with another video. So in this video, we're going to cover topping tournaments and deck list reviews for the past week. We do have August 13 to August 20. So without further ado, let's start. So we're going to cover bigger regions in OCG from Japan, South Korea, China, and Taiwan. So starting off, we do have Amagasa CS in Japan. So we do have Snake Eyes, Finsmith, Azamina. So I believe this is very standard. I think it played role and also Fuaros into the main deck in replacement of the Effect Veiler. So I believe those two are much more impactful towards the meta right now, mainly towards the Finsmith and Azumina decks. And next would be Memento Atlan. So 40 card, yeah, short and concise. And also played triple Fuaros into the side deck and prioritize playing Droll into the main deck and also rocks Finsmith engine towards the main deck. I believe it makes the Memento Atlan much more resilient and explosive going first. Next we do have Snake Eyes. This time it played one Bell and one Ogre into the main deck. I believe those are centered towards the Tenpai Dragon matchup. And also played Retaliating Sea. This card is gaining massive traction in the side deck of most people and sometimes main deck of pilots in Japan and Korea. And yeah, played Lava Golem. So Lava Golem instead of Sphere Mode. And next we do have Tenpai Dragon. Very standard as well. Played Bell and Ogre. Because of the mirror match, of course. You want to have Bell to mitigate the summon of Bident. And also goes Ogre towards the Sangen summoning. Next we do have Memento Atlan once again. This time it is pure. We triple Fuaros into the main deck. And also played Skill Drain and there can be only one to improve the going for setup. And next we do have Voices Voice. So huge shout outs to our voiceless voice players in the Philippines. Let's not lose hope on this deck because I believe we are going to see a lot of Voices Voice tops in our report this week. So looking on our list, it is very standard. Just played Judgment over the likes of other Floodgates and over Solemn Strike. Next, we do have Tenpai Dragon. Yeah, standard. Oh, it is from Hagetaka. So, it is not that so standard. I believe I have tackled it on my previous video that Hagetaka is innovating interesting tech card in this Tenpai. It played the Lullaby of Obedience, a very good card against the mirror match. And seeing a lot of uptake and traction on the market right now. I believe this card is gaining somewhat 30-40% increase for the last week because of Hagetaka, of course, from his decklist of Duelist King Cup. I think he went 5-1 on the tournament. And also he won another tournament with 7-0 record. I believe using the same list as this. Next we do have Snake Eyes, Azamina, Sinful Spoils, and Finsmith. So pretty standard. Played double Phantasmi, another good card towards the mirror match. And other Finsmith decks, of course. Next would be Snake Eyes once again. Yeah, standard. So it played triple Solemn Strike and triple Judgment. Next would be Atlantean Mermail. So this deck is kind of falling off the meta. I believe this deck used to be better last week and also on the previous week. But now they are seeing less and less representations. I wonder why, but I believe people have been more knowledgeable against this deck and much more prepared against the matchup. Next would be Ritual Beast. So a very solid deck. I played triple Macrocosmos and triple Anti-Spell to bolster the going first of this deck because that's the redeeming factor of this deck. Even though this deck is not that good going second, the going first is really phenomenal. Next would be Chimera Finsmith. So played the Evil Hero engine, one card Finsmith combo. And also plays the Wang Hu Tiger and the Dark Barrier Statue with Double Z. Tons of floodgates to instantly win matches using this deck. Next would be Tenpai Dragon once again. Yeah, standard. Nothing to say too much about this. Next would be Unchained. Yeah, Unchained Finsmith with interesting tech cards using the Crusadia somewhat and also this Dark level 8. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Next would be Memento Atlan. So, oh, wow. No Maxi and no Imperm. Bold move from this player. Went 5-1, no? On Duelist King Cup. And yeah, no Maxi. This is very interesting. So yeah, it played Board Breakers into the side deck and just improved the going first with Judgment. Next would be Labyrinth with Unchained, yeah. Labyrinth Unchained, play double Imperm, quite odd ratio. I think the Imperm on Labyrinth is very debatable. Sometimes it doesn't even see play on the main deck of Labyrinth, but sometimes it see 3 off on the main deck. And next would be Snake Eyes. Wow, Snake Eyes once again. So it played Gamma into the main deck. Interesting choice. Could be a good card against Fuaros and Maxi, of course. Next would be another Snake Eyes. So bunch of Snake Eyes already, no? And very usual. Play triple Ret C, Retaliating C. And also the trio, Floodgate. The trio package of Summon Limit, TC Buu, and Skill Drain. Next would be next play, CS in Japan, one of the most competitive locals all over Japan. First would be Snake Eyes, yeah, standard build. And next would be Voices Voice, wow. Voices Voice with one Korikara? Yeah, one Korikara into the side deck, interesting option. Next would be Snake Eyes once again. Yeah, I believe it's the same list as earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Next would be, what is this? Tenpai Dragon, very blurry. I wonder what's the reason behind this. But yeah, pretty standard, just played Barone. Next would be Tri Brigade. Wow, Tri Brigade Fire King. Yeah, without Poplar. Yeah, without Poplar, no Bonfire either. So, Tri Brigade with Fire King, of course, makes the Tri Brigade much more resilient and also much more grindy with the Phoenix, with the Grunix, and also the Kirin and the Arvata. Those are very good tangibles to make the Tri Brigade much more competent. And next would be Tenpai Dragon, triple Phantasmi. Yeah, triple Phantasmi into the main deck. No shifter. Yeah, no shifter. Oh, it plays shifter. 2 copies, of course. And no droll, yeah. That's the innovation here. Just triple Phantasmi. Next would be Weibo Tournament in China. First would be, what is this? Rika Ragnaraka Primordial. What Chinese cuisine is this? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to comprehend what is the thought process on this deck. But probably, of course, is the Rika to set up the fill spell and the Con and also the Ragnaraka to start plays for the plant line. And Primordial to access the vanilla monsters, probably. And next would be Thunder Dragon, Finsmith, Bestial. Oh my god, 60 pile, Grass 60, of course, Thunder Dragon. Very obnoxious deck paired with multitudes of engine like Finsmith. Next would be ABC. Wow, so it's been a while since I have seen ABC, XYZ Union. But looking on the deck list here, I believe it played really interesting choices. And yeah, played Angel Statue as well to improve the board using the top hat. And next would be Trap Tricks Ragnaraka. So double Ragnaraka already, no? So this time with Trap Tricks, a more controlled version. Next would be Marineford TCG in Korea. First would be Thunder Dragon Finsmith. Yeah, Thunder Dragon. Of course, Colossus is one of the best cards to end on in this format. And next would be Memento Atlan once again. Yeah, we double Fuaros into the main deck. Next would be Valiant. So, very complicated deck. So, yeah, I believe this deck is still viable. Especially many people don't know how to interact with this deck, including me. I think I cannot really choke out this line of play of Valiants because it's too complex, very differing on various scenarios. And next would be Exodia. Yeah, Exodia, of course. Exodia with Dogwood into the main deck. And also triple Fissure. Next would be Snake Eyes, Fire King Azamina. So yeah, standard. Just play Threatening Roar. Interesting choice against Tenpai Dragon. And next would be Tetsuya Tournament in Japan. First would be Labyrinth Finsmith. Yeah, standard, double rollback. And next would be Snake Eyes, Finsmith. Yeah, standard as well. Play the Gamma package with Delta into the side. Next would be Snake Eyes, 46 card. Wow, quite extensive, no? Quite a lot for one card combo deck like Snake Eyes. And next would be Allure, White Woods, Finsmith. So the pilot is really cooking with this deck. And also play the rainbow trap card of Crystal Beast, no? To have access towards the field spell. And next would be Branded 60 with Azamina. So there was a commenter on my previous video that is looking for Azamina branded. I believe this is the decklist that you are looking for. Next would be Voices Voice once again. So of course the law are kinda clawing back their status as one of the tier decks. Tier 2, probably tier 3 at most. So yeah, I believe Voices Voice is going into a decent spot in our week. And next would be Tenpai Dragon once again from Harimasi ACS, so Area Championship. Played a similar tech from Hagetaka with a triple Obedience. Next would be Orcus Millennium Finsmith. So yeah, played Mudora into the side deck and bunch of Floodgates into the main with triple deck lockdown and Samo Limit. Very, very obnoxious going first. And next would be Fluandris, of course. The Shifter, of course, will definitely rattle the format. And of course, the Featherstorm, very obnoxious card and very abusive way of playing the Swing Beast monsters. And next would be, wow, Buster Blader. Buster Blader Bestial with Finsmith. And small Kashtira engine, yeah. So triple Tractus, no? Interesting. So just a way to go into Wealth, probably. And also go into the Close Sky Goddess. And the Bestials will help to extend and probably set up something like Regained. Oh, no Regained. Wow. No Regained. And no trap card continues of Bestial. So it is just here to complement the Buster Blader materials. Next would be Ancient Gear. So Ancient Gear, the Tenpai 2.0, they said, I think they are correct to some degree. This is a deck that works similar to Tenpai Dragon. And next would be Snake Eyes once again. So triple draw, no, into the main deck. No Nibiru. And next would be Voices Voice again, once again 4-2. Not a bad record, no. So Blade Gamma into the main deck, interesting choice. Next would be Magical Maskit, Finsmith. So played Super Poly into the main deck and has a lot of fusion targets. Madragon, Garura, and the Duke of Demise. And next would be Exodia, Millennium. 60, yeah, 60 card without grass. So we just played a bunch of hand traps into this. And of course, going first sideboard with the deck lockdown and Denko Seka, wow. Denko Seka in 2024. Really insane. And next would be Tenpai Dragon, very standard. Played Cosmic Cyclone over Obedience. Next would be Labyrinth. So Labyrinth. This time triple Imperm. Yeah, triple Imperm and one Sama Limit. And next would be Runic, of course. There's not a week that will be without Runic. Runic is like a staple deck in OCG, especially in Japan. This is very much played. And also Korea. And next would be Tenpai Dragon once again. Yeah, standard. Play the Lullaby of Obedience. Gaining massive attraction and attention from Japanese people recently. And went 5-0. Yeah, very solid record. And next would be Ritual Beast once again. Second Ritual Beast on our report. This time without Macrocosmos. And just played Judgment to protect the board. And next would be Tetsushard Tournament in Japan. Would be Unchained Finsmith. Yeah, with Sangan. Yeah, Sangan into the main. And next would be, we do have RDA with Skullmeister into the main deck. Next would be Runic once again with DNA Surgery. Wow, and of course Cowboy for game. The time rules will be very what do you call this? Very important for this Runic, of course. If the time rules are slightly different, I believe Runic is not that really a threat on game ending scenarios, but with this Runic able to gain LP and burn for damage, really obnoxious. And we still have one deck. We do have Punk, good stuff, 60. This deck was popularized by some of the strongest Punk players in Japan, and now they are mixing Horus and Finsmith towards the engine. Next would be Galaxy Tachyon. So very solid deck. I wonder why this deck fell off. Maybe other decks are much more better. Even though this deck is good going first and solid going second, I think there are much more better decks to play over this. And next would be Snake Eyes once again. Yeah, standard, very standard build. And next would be Tetsushire Tournament in Japan. First would be Sharks XYZ. Yeah, played Triple Impulse and a Armored XYZ package. Next would be Mementotlan once again. Double Cosmic Cyclone, quite different. And next would be Duston. Duston Adventure Zombie World Primordial Fiendsmith. What is this? So technically aims to turbo out the Banshee and set up Zombie World as early as possible and just stun the opponent from that, no? So I believe you're going to beat down the opponent from this, if I'm not mistaken. Next, wow, Sky Striker Azamina. So this is how you play Sky Striker in 2024. Interesting choice. And played double Retaliating Good backfire, no? Against the Sky Striker engine. But definitely a way to use this card to make a Link monster with one Ray and of course the Azamina. Next would be Tenpai Dragon with Red Reboot into the main deck. So very understandable because of the popularity of Solemns into the side. And next would be Snake Eyes, Fiendsmith once again with triple Delta. Quite numerous number of Delta here. And went 5-0 or 4-1. Next would be Centurion. Yeah, standard build. Another Centurion. So this time with triple Cosmic and 2 Prohibition. Next would be Fire King, of course. Yeah, standard triple Veiler, triple Ghost Ogre into the side. And no Feather Duster or whatsoever, back row removal. And next would be ACS, Snake Eyes once again. So I believe Tenpai are losing their huge, massive numbers. They are kinda getting a little bit overshadowed by Snake Eyes numbers this week. So we'll see. We're going to see a lot of decks from here on. And next would be Mementotlan once again. I believe this is a different pilot, but same thought process. No Maxi and Imperm and Fuaros into the deck. Wow. So just use Ash to mitigate the Fuaros and Maxi. Next would be Tenpai Dragon. Yeah, standard. I believe this is like the most basic Tenpai Dragon build right now. And next would be Snake Eyes once again with Skill Drain into the main deck and the White Woods or Sinful Spoils Trap. Next would be Snake Eyes once again for the nth time. We do have Snake Eyes here with 5-0, yeah, 5-0 record. And next would be something new, something different, Ragnarika Rika. So of course, Con definitely immense for this deck. And also searchable Red Sea, probably, if I'm not mistaken. Next would, oh, hold on a minute. We do have Dragon Ruler with Armed Dragon Engine. Wow, so rank 7 turbo. Probably making a Rise Heart on turn 1 and Big Eye going second, or just a way to do something like Spear Pass or Appaloosa, no? Interesting deck. And next would be Chimera Fiendsmith once again. Yeah, standard. Yeah, very standard. Next would be Branded with Azamina. Yeah, Azamina as well. Next would be Voices Voice with triple Fuaros into the main deck and bunch of Floodgates with summon limit and there can be only one. And next would be Unchained, of course, Unchained with Fiendish Rhino Warrior into the main deck. Next would be Exorcister, very good deck to mitigate the graveyard right now. And yeah, play the Spirit package. Next would be Snake Eyes once again with Skill Drain and Summon Limit and double Talent into the deck. We double Force as well. Next would be Snake Eyes once again. It's getting ridiculous. I believe this is like the 17th or 18th Snake Eyes already. And yeah, triple Solemn. And next would be another Snake Eyes once again. This time we double Nibiru into the side and at least respected back row with Duster and Heavy Storm. Next would be Tenpai Dragon once again. Play the Dragster into the extra deck. Went 6-0 or 5-1, yeah, 5-1 on 1923 CS. Next would be Centurion once again. This time with Finsmith and still played deck lockdown into the main deck. And also Messenger of Peace, wow. Next would be Memento Land once again with one Veiler into the main deck and side deck only the Fuaros. Next would be Gimmick Puppet. I believe this is only the first Gimmick Puppet that we have seen. So no Gimmick Puppet FTK shenanigans that much this week. And next would be, wow, Phantasm Primordial, of course. You're going to play Vanilla. And Heatwave, Impulse, Dominus Purge. All of those are really relevant into this deck. Next would be Snake Eyes once again. Yeah, standard. Next would be Thunder Dragon. 40 card with Bestial. And no Aloof. Yeah, no Aloof. Went undefeated. Yeah, undefeated on the tournament. 4-0. And next would be Runic once again. From Korea. We have Runic with Morganite. No? Morganite. Interesting draw power for Runic. And yeah. Moving on, we do have Tetsushire tournament in Japan. First would be Chimera. Standard as well. Oh, there's an interesting trap. I don't know what is the name of this trap. I'm really unfamiliar with this card. And next would be Tenpai Dragon. Yeah, Tenpai Dragon. With triple Nibiru into the main deck. No Fuaros. Oh, it's still played Fuaros. Of course. And next would be Snake Eyes once again. And next would be Tenpai Dragon. Oh! Hold on a minute. It plays Engraver. And roll back. So this is like Tenpai FTK. Probably. Yeah, probably. Interesting deck. Next would be Tetsushire tournament once again. First would be, I believe it is a meme or a put deck here. And next would be Voices, of course. Triple Veiler. Next would be Labyrinth once again with Finsmith. And triple Power Sync Stone, of course. Very good floodgate for Labyrinth. Next would be Tenpai with Heatwave into the main deck. And Power Filter as well. Next would be Tetsushire tournament. Tenpai, yeah, standard build. Next would be Gimmick Puppet with double Mourner. And next would be, whoa, Weather Painters, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. With triple Piris A map and triple Fissure. Of course, they are just going to float around the Fissure anytime, any day of the week. And next would be Tenpai Dragon, yeah, standard. Next would be Tetsushire tournament. First would be Heroes. Evil Heroes with Finsmith. Yeah, I believe that's what you call this deck. And also Metal Morph. Oh, it plays Metal Morph. So this is also gaining traction, some traction in Japan with the Metal Morph engine floating around. Next would be Snake Eyes. Yeah, standard, very standard. Next would be Voices Voice with one droplet, very odd ratio. And moving on, we have another Tetsu shared tournament. We have Sharks once again, another Sharks. We double goes in much. And next would be Memento Land. Yeah, with one Nibiru into the main deck. Next would be, oh, I believe it's the same list as earlier. Yeah, that's the same tournament as earlier. And next would be Tetsu shared tournament once again. This time with Abyss Actor. So Pen best deck, let's go. And next would be Tenpai Dragon. Double Nib, one Obedience, and one I forgot the name of this continuous trap. I think it's not Mischief of Gnomes. Yeah. And next would be Six Samurai. No Maxi. Yeah, no Maxi. And just played Sales Ban, of course, to declare Maxi or such, or something like Droll Nib interesting build here. Next would be Runic with Impulse and Tyrant's Tirade into the main deck. Next would be Snake Eyes, Fire King, be double Cosmic Cyclone and one Duster. And next would be Voices Voice once again. Yeah, play Discord. I believe that's the name of this card. Discord against the Tenpai matchup. And next would be another Ragnarai Karika. Wow. I believe it's the second one. So probably this deck, especially the Ragnaraka, are getting more respect now in this week. Next would be Mermail Atlantean. Yeah, with double desires. Next would be Mekanko Azamina. Oh my god. This is very toxic. This is very toxic. Yeah, I played Azamina and Schism to make Winda. And of course the Maximus to dump something like Garura or Upqualone. Very disgusting deck here. And next would be Tenpai Dragon once again with 1 red reboot and the triple Bestial into the main deck. Next would be Finsmith. Yeah, Finsmith Magical Musket. And next would be Tenpai Dragon once again without Ash. Yeah, without Ash. And played a bunch of going second cards. Next would be Labyrinth once again with Linear Equation Cannon. So this is the first Labyrinth that we have seen playing Linear Equation Cannon. So it fell off. Yeah, it definitely fell off. Because before we used to see a lot of Labyrinths with Linear Equation Cannon. But now we are only seeing one. And next would be Snake Eyes once again. One warning into the main deck and the Ijizu package. And next would be Tenpai Dragon, yeah, standard. Next would be Snake Eyes once again with double Ghost Ogre into the main deck. And next would be Tenpai Dragon once again. So it's basically just Tenpai and Snake Eyes all over the place. Yeah, very ridiculous meta. Two-way format, they said. And next would be Snake Eyes once again, this time with one Magician Soul into the main deck. Next would be something new, of course, Blackwing, triple Small World, triple Impulse, and the Synchron, Assault Synchron. Yeah. And next would be Drytron. Yeah, Drytron. Oh my god, Drytron in 2024. It doesn't play Diviner. I believe that's the correct way to play Drytron right now without Diviners. And next would be Tenpai Dragon Tag Team DKC Tournament. Triple Obedience. Next would be very similar. It varies only few cards on the side. Next would be Snake Eyes. Yes. Oh, it is from Leo the Gaming, a very solid player in Indonesia. His innovation on this was playing Majesty's Fiend, of course, to stand the opponent. And yeah. And next we do have Snake Eyes once again. Yeah, standard. Next we do have Dragon Link Metal Morph. So yeah, played the Metal Morph engine here to boost the going second and also going first of Dragon Link to bait out hand traps and also improve the going first of Dragon Link setup. And next would be Shogun Festival in Japan. First would be Tenpai Dragon, yeah, basically just very basic deck. And next would be Memento Atlan with 1 T-Cebu into the main deck. And next would be Tenpai Dragon once again, yeah, standard once again. And next would be DKC, Tools King Cup Tournament. Centurion with triple Red Sea into the main deck. And triple Ogre as well. Next would be Unchained. Yeah, Unchained. And Memento Atlan once again. And next would be, I believe it's the same list as earlier, if I'm not mistaken. And one Yubel. I believe this is the first Yubel that we have seen. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is the first Yubel. So Yubel definitely fell off so hard. Yeah. And it is not even playing Finsmith, so it is relying on Super Poly. And of course, Lovely Defender and the Trap card. Yeah, definitely a fall from grace from the Yubel. And next would be Labyrinth once again. We double Lava Golem and triple Cosmic Cyclone. Next would be Ritual Beast once again. We triple, yeah, double Delta. Next would be Salamangreat once again. So Salamangreat with one red reboot and Rivalry, of course. You're pretty much Cybers and very free to play this card. And next would be Voices Voice, another Voices Voice this time. And yeah, standard build, played the barrier into this. Next would be Voices Voice once again. This time with triple Threatening Roar on YCC SYGO. This is the champion of the tournament. And next would be Snake Eyes, yeah, standard. And also triple Threatening Roar. Oh my god. Huge investment towards the Tenpai matchup. And next would be Tenpai Dragon, of course. How would Tenpai Dragon would win on that side deck pattern? And yeah, moving on, we do have Tenpai Dragon. Speaking of the devil, another Tenpai. Next would be tournament in Korea. Triple header tournament. Tag team. We do have Taekyon as the champion, yeah. And player B played Live Twin, Finsmith with Jubel, yeah. Next would be Pendulum Magician, only first, Pen Magi, no? So this also fell off this week. Next would be Jubel, of course. Second Jubel only. So yeah, definitely things are very hard for Jubel right now. And next would be 1923 CS in Korea. First would be Centurion, Finsmith. Next would be Snake Eyes. And next would be another Snake Eyes. And next we do have another Snake Eyes. Technically, Snake Eyes format. Next would be Dragon Link once again. With Metal Morph. Oh, it also played Metal Morph. Engine, small engine of Metal Morph. Interesting. With Noctovision and the Aluber. Yeah, something Aluber name card. And next would be Snake Eyes once again with 1 for 1. Oh my god. My head aches from these too many Snake Eyes tops this week. Really ridiculous. And next would be Mementotlan. Yeah, standard. Next would be Snake Eyes once again. With triple Droplet and 1 Kuriphoton. And another Voices Voice. So play double called by into the side. Next would be another Dragon Link. Once again, another Dragon Link into the block. And also played the Metal Morph. This time with 1 mistake and 1 summon limit into the side. So Dragon Link could potentially be a tier 4. Solid tier 4 deck with Metal Morph engine this week. And next would be Tetsu Share Tournament. First would be Snake Eyes. Standard. Next would be Exo Sister with 1 Ogre and 1 Foros. Next would be Sky Striker with Azamina. Yeah, Azamina once again. And next would be Tenpai Dragon. Next would be DKC Tournament. First would be Unchained. Yeah, standard. Next would be Dragon Link once again. Yeah, Dragon Link once again. This time more hand traps and play the Azamina. And next would be Mikanko. Of course. Very ridiculous deck. And next would be TICS in Korea. First would be Gimmick Puppet Horus, FTK Shenanigans. Next would be Ritual Beast with triple Eclipse. And next would be Sprite Tri Brigade with Horus. And next would be another Snake Eyes. And yeah, that sums up our OCG Metagame report and deck list reviews for the past week from August 13 to August 20. So, if you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep going and make this kind of content. So once again, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.